Hey everyone, so in this video I'm going to be doing the graphic novel haul number 1, so stay tuned. This is going to be one box from Cheap Graphic Novels, the other box from Amazon, sorry, not Amazon, eBay. And there's not too many books in here, so it shouldn't be too long of a video, but stick around and enjoy the show. Alright, so let's get started. The first book I wanted to look at is one that I got from eBay. Now, this is called The Incal by Jodorowsky and Moebius, and this book just looks absolutely fantastic. So there isn't any damage, and I even messaged the seller first on eBay. I was like, hey, can I please take a look at the book, because it's soft cover and I'm a little bit picky about my soft covers, but there is like nothing in here at all that's any bad damage whatsoever. The artwork is just stunning, absolutely stunning. I don't want to flip too much through here because I've never read this, but definitely going to be reading this very, very, very soon. And the guy who sent this to me, he's an absolute G for that. All right, the next book we have, the rest of these are from cheapgraphicnovels.com. This is Old Man Logan, one of the quintessential Wolverine books, and I'm very, very excited to read this. This is a standalone film. This is a standalone book, but definitely super, super hyped to read that. Looks like it's in pretty good condition. Like little minor scratches on the back, but they're not like deep or anything like that. Perfect. Sorry, I'm just inspecting the books every time. All right, now we have Transhuman, which is another book by Jonathan Hickman, the same one that did Red Mask for Mars. And this looks amazing as well. Not gonna flip too much through here, but yeah, that's Transhuman, and I'm excited to read this one too. This is another standalone book by him. Kind of got the same spine as Red Mask for Mars, so definitely excited to check that one out too. Next we have Saga Volume 12. Now, I will say in this box I got volumes 10, 11, and 12. Volumes 1 through 9 are coming on a different order because these ones were not special. Oh, I can't show that. These ones are not special order. The other ones were, so this is just going to be this book. Looks great. Here's 11. That one I can show. But Saga, yeah, Saga is a very renowned series, and just like that, I can't flip through there. But yeah, everybody talks about Saga, how amazing it is. I'm very, very, very excited to read it. Here's volume 10 as well. So yeah, once I get all these trade paperbacks in, I will start reading them. And everywhere you go in this book, there's just sex and stuff like that, so you can't show it. But I heard that regardless of all that, the story is amazing, and I'm very excited to check it out. Now, the next books we have are The Manhattan Project by Jonathan Hickman. Can you guys tell I like Jonathan Hickman? So this is volume 6. I got all the volumes, kind of the same spine as East of West. And I'm very, very, very hyped for this. This looks great. It looks very fun, but it also looks interesting. And yeah, I got all 6 volumes because there's only 6 of this series, and we decided to get them all. So that's volume 5 right there. Looking real good. Volume 4. I won't open all of these just because you get the idea. But I'll show you the different colors. So there's volume 4. Volume 3. A little bit of a scuff on this one, but that's fine. Nothing bad. Okay. Volume 2. Yeah, this looks really interesting. I'm excited to jump into that thing. Oh, this is different. This volume 2 has like a glossier finish, whereas the other ones had a matte finish. That's interesting. And then we have volume 1 here. Sorry, I'm just wiping a scuff off of that one. That one I actually could wipe off. So yeah, there's volume 1. This is the thing that starts it all. Very, very intrigued and excited. I know nothing about these. Picked them up kind of on a whim because I love Jonathan Hickman. These looked interesting, and that's all I can really say about those. Dark Knight's Metal, The Resistance. So I'm reading the Rebirth Flash run, one of my favorite runs. And so this is one of the tie-ins for the Metal book. And this looks great as well. Artwork in here is by different creators, but look at that. Look at that Flash issue. So yeah, I don't really know what's going on in here because I haven't gotten to it yet. But very, very excited to read it when the time comes. A little bit of a frayed corner, nothing. Now we have the actual event, Dark Knight's Metal. Now I'm very intrigued and excited to read this book. It looks interesting. The aesthetic looks great. And, you know, I'm just curious to see what's going on in there. Once I get to this, I'll definitely do a full review of it, including the tie-ins and everything like that. But yeah, that's Dark Knight's Metal by Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo. And the final book we have in here is actually a book that my girlfriend already has because the guy at the comic book shop really wanted her to read it, and I agree. This is called Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, and this is a great looking book. It's very dark, very violent, even though it has a very cutesy aesthetic. Like it looks very unassuming, but then you see some violence in here, and yeah, just very excited to read that bad boy right there. All right, so to wrap up this video, we're just gonna take a quick look at the shelf to see where we placed all the books. So if you come on in, the 2 Dark Knights Metal books have gone here right before Dark Knights of Steel and right after the Batman series. And then that's everything for this side of the shelf. If we move to the right, we have the In Call and Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. The reason I have them here is because Dynamite, I'm doing it by publisher, so Dynamite, then Humanoids, and then this is IDW. So I wanted to keep those in alphabetical order based on publisher first. And if we come down, we have the entire Manhattan Projects between King of Spies and the next book, which is at the bottom, Red Mask for Mars. Then after that, we have the 3 Saga books, and then Stray Dogs, and then we have Transhuman rounding out that shelf right there. And then at the very bottom, I'm actually going to move this Wolverine book over because it is a little bit more of a floppy book, and I want to press it against the wall. But for now, we're keeping it right here at the edge of the Marvel books, right after the Venom. That has been everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next haul. I'm not entirely sure when it's going to be in because the shipping times vary a lot on cheap graphic novels. But thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.